Hello. I think we're getting live here. This is super exciting. I think we're almost there. There we are. Hello, hello. I am Lisa Lansing. It's nice to see you. If this is your first time to see me, just hop on in. Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Today we're going to talk all about why doing more is not necessarily the best thing for you, especially after the age of 40. We're going to talk a lot about balancing your body and all the things. So before we even get started though, let's drop a one in the comments. If you're new to me, you've never seen me before, I haven't gone live in quite some time. So I hope you're here. We're going to talk together, and I'm going to I continually learn things. And so I decided I need to start going live again because I want to answer questions for you. I get asked all kinds of questions about health and wellness, as I do all about personal wellness and anti-aging. So you're going to hear talks all about real talk, real health, about your body, about your bank account, all the things that we need to talk about, because as women over 40, that's what we need to talk about. So let me get a drink here and we can hop on in, but definitely let me know that you're here. Let me know where you are tuning in from, because I want to talk today all about balancing your body. This is so important, because we as women over 40 think we can just do what we used to do in our 20s, and that is not the case at all. I know when I was in my 20s, if I needed to lose 5 pounds of body fat or weight that I wanted to lose, what do? I just hopped on the treadmill and everything was all great. That is not how it is these days. After 40, and I'm 59, there is no way that I'm going to just hop on that treadmill and it's all going away. When we all agree that our body shifts at the age of 40, not only through menopause, but we start losing all kinds of things. We lose muscle mass, we lose all kinds of things. It's just that switch that seems to go off. But I want to talk about one of the biggest things is balancing your body. Okay, so again, let me just say this. My name is Lisa Lansing, talking all about personalized wellness and anti-aging. And today we're talking about balancing the body and why doing more is not necessarily the greatest thing, but we need to start from the foundation up. In normal everyday life, we hear in society all the time, it's all about diet and exercise. Well, we've missed one really important thing, and that's balancing your body. Now, we go with 4 steps, and I will tell you, me on my own health journey, I struggled a lot. I struggled for years. I went through menopause, but not like everybody else did. I didn't have all the symptoms that you had, but I did get the belly fat. I had a lot of issues health-wise. I started getting issues with inflammation. A lot of people say, I don't really know what that means. Inflammation is in your body and it swells up, makes your body swell so that you start getting thicker. And for me, I was starting to get visceral fat around my organs, which is like the worst place to get it. So my body was puffy, so I would get the round middle, my pants didn't fit. And you know, when you looked at the side, it's like you look like you're pregnant, but you really weren't. Not a good look. It was really frustrating, but I tried for so long to keep doing more. I'd get more on the treadmill, I'd do all the things, and nothing worked. So when I talk about balancing your body, it's actually from the foundation up. So, well, thank you so much for hopping in. That's awesome. Thank you from where you're tuning in at. I can't see all the comments, but I'll definitely get back with you and answer any questions if you have any as we're going through this. But balancing your body is super important. And what does that mean? Well, there are 4 steps into balancing your body. And we're going to go through each one of them. And I will tell you, I have a doctor that's a DO. I love him because he's not only a DO, he's a holistic doctor. He does Western medicine, but he definitely goes from a holistic approach. So he was like trying to help me, and we were going through it, trying to really figure out what was going on with my body. Now, we are all personally, individually designed. We are not just like everybody else, but I noticed that when I walked into one of those vitamin shops or any of those places, that they would give me, if I were to walk in with Shaq, like we could both come out with the same exact thing. If I said, I want this specific, I wanted the highest quality protein you have, I want this vitamin, this vitamin, this vitamin, and I could walk out with 10 different bottles of different companies, and they haven't talked to one another, but it would be really likely that he and I would walk out with the same thing if he asked for the same, because that's just the way it is. Society's like, oh, we just give you the best and we're just selling it. No, we need a personalized approach to our bodies. And I know personally, I follow my DNA, which we will talk about later. That is much more in depth, but I do follow a lot of that for my personalized wellness journey. But what I want to talk about, back to the balancing of the body, I got a little track there. Balancing the body. The first part is detoxing and cleansing your body. Now, my doctor mentioned this to me, and I went, oh no, no, no. That is a bad word for me. I don't like to hear detox. That scared me. I thought, what am I going to have to do? Am I going to have to like put on, fast for 30 days and all those things? No. He said, no, no, not at all. The one that we're going to use is a three filter system. It's actually a system, and it does all three phases of your body. And so it doesn't overload it. And I thought, oh, okay. And he says, and guess what? You have to eat on it. And you'll also have to drink plenty of water. I thought, oh, great. Food. I'm all in. So, hi, I see some other people have hopped on. I'm Lisa Lansing. If you've never met me before, drop a 1 in the comments if I've never met you. I do all things personalized wellness and anti-aging tips. So, anyways, back to the detox. I did that for like 30 days. It was amazing, actually. And what it does, it gets the bad out of your body, and so you can get the good in, so you can absorb things. We are all individually designed, guys, so what will happen for you won't be the same for me. But the second thing that we have to do is sleep. Sleep is so, so important. And that's one of the reasons why I wear this ring. I tried wearing my watch and tracking my sleep. It just didn't work as well. But I will tell you, this ring is amazing. I love it. It actually tracks everything, my deep and REM sleep, so I know exactly how much sleep I'm getting. Because, the goal is to reach 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And especially for women over 40, we need to get proper sleep so our body can recover. And for me, I struggle with sleep personally. I can fall asleep really easily, but I can't stay asleep. My body's, my mind's racing 100 miles an hour. So for that's their second phase of balancing your body is sleep. The third phase is actually hydration. And you need to get half your body weight in ounces of water a day, plus 20% more if you live in a hot climate like I do. I live in Florida, and also 20% if you're working out, like especially if you're outside and stuff. It's super important that you do that, because that's balancing your body. Because without balancing your body, the diet and exercise that we're told all the time, it just doesn't work well. You cannot balance your body. You have to have your body balanced first in order to do the diet and exercise properly and for your body to actually respond. This is what I didn't know. You have to be able to actually respond. And so you want to get half your, like I said, half, like I do, well, I won't tell you how many I do. You just do half your body weight in ounces of water. It doesn't really matter. It could be 100 ounces, could be 50 ounces, whatever it is for you. But for me, also, one of the big things is getting electrolytes in. So every day, I have my drink, but it has my energy, it has my hydration, which is my electrolytes, it has my creatine in it, and my collagen. I just kind of mix it all together and drink it down, because every morning when I get up, I actually drink a 16-ounce bottle of water, or I'll have a coffee cup with warm water with lemon. And that actually starts rehydrating your body, because it gets dehydrated overnight because you're not drinking any water. So that's one of the big things. And the fourth step is your micronutrients, which is your vitamins and supplements. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, personalized wellness. Well, personalized wellness is exactly that. It's personalized. And we'll talk more in depth about that. But I love the fact that we can personalize things now with technology, that it is amazing. So you get what you need for your body, and I get what I need for my body. Because I've always said to myself, how come when Susie could do this kind of diet and I tried to do that diet, it never worked for me? Well, according to my DNA, as we just talked about just a tad, it's not going to work for me. There's certain things that are not going to work for your body. And so you want to get it in balance so you can start losing the body fat. Your body can start responding, and it's going to be at its optimal health. So like I said, let's talk about that again for balancing your body, because you don't need to do more. You got to balance your body first. And that first starts with a proper detox and cleanse. And when my doctor said proper, I went, what does that mean? He's like, you got to do all three filtration systems and not everything all at once. Because that way all the junk gets out of the way, all the good comes in. I'm like, okay, I'm in. And it was super successful for me. And I absolutely loved it. It wasn't like a colonoscopy prep or any of that kind of stuff. It was really fantastic. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And then the second thing, like I said, is sleep. Sleep is super important. 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Track your sleep the best you can. If you don't have a ring or a watch, you got to know that you're getting it. But this was a very inexpensive ring that I got because I thought I really need to know. But it tracks all the things that I need. And then getting the proper hydration, half your body weight in ounces of water, plus 20% more if you live in a hot climate, and 20% more if you're working, especially if you work outside. But I live in Florida, so we always have to add 20% more. And then to get your personalized nutrition in, which is your micronutrients, get the proper ones that are specifically for you so you can get your body balanced and back to homeostasis. So we get our body in balance so that what? We can eat better, and then we can move on to exercising so our body is at its optimal health. Because after the age of 40, guys, everything changes. You have to support your body differently. It is amazing to me how, and I just didn't know. I don't know about you, but I did not know what menopause and all that would do for your body, and things you start losing after 40. You start losing muscle mass, all the things that you lose. But you can go back to that and balance your body, get it back in balance, and then you can have optimal health for what you want. So this is the first time I just wanted to hop on, and we're going to start talking about all the things about personalized wellness and anti-aging, and answering any questions that you have. If you put them in the comments, like I said, put replay if you've watched the replay, and let me know what questions you'd like to know about personalized wellness or anything that I mentioned today. I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and my goal is to come on once a week. My goal is every Wednesday to come on Wednesday mornings and chat about something that will help the 40 plus woman. Because again, personalized wellness and anti-aging, I don't know about you, but I want to age backwards and live forwards. So thank y'all. Have a fantastic day.